that I think a lot of people are waiting for, but also has created a lot of controversy. I'm going to be speaking with FTX founder and former CEO Sam Bankman-Fried. It will be his first live interview since the company collapsed. A lot of tough questions to be asked and hopefully answered about what happened there. Accusations, of course, of fraud, misrepresentation, mismanagement. And we're going to get into all of it. Nothing is off limits. And I should say, because I know there's been a lot of questions about it, it is going to be live streamed for free. Anybody can watch it. We are going to be putting out a link as planned a little bit later today. And, of course, all of this will be available on CNBC as well. So a big, big day ahead.
Andrew, that's what we've been talking about earlier, this interview with Sam Bankman-Fried. I mean, this guy just seems wackier and wackier with the stuff you read. I know you were going to hold him down on every single one of these issues that are out there. I can't wait to see it.
And the criticism, Andrew, is innate. It's misplaced. If you go to interview John Wayne Gacy, are you advocating for serial killers? I mean, of course you're going to. Didn't you go off to you've been to prisons to interview white-collar criminals. Yep. You don't want to. Oh no, you're not endorsing or enabling. It's already done. Whatever this guy did, you're just trying to get to the bottom of it of this point. I don't understand the criticism. I don't understand it. You?
Look, there are a lot of people who are upset, rightly so. They have been hurt. They have been injured. They have lost, in some cases, their entire life savings. So and I understand that hurt. That's exactly right. And I hope that we can do this for the public's benefit and for their benefit, so we can try to untangle so much of what has happened here.
If GBTC has to liquidate, that will be very bad in the short run. I mean, like really bad. And look, it's right in the crosshairs right now. I mean, they have $1 billion hole caused by FTX and Genesis, and Barry's trying desperately to raise capital. But if he's forced to actually liquidate the trust to close the discount, that could be ugly, because that puts 600,000 plus Bitcoin on the market, and that'll. I don't even want to say how low we go then.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leverage to technology, and I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who donate to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly up. And guys, we know Jerome is in the house. And what do they set up? They set up the big distractions. We know the bank man gets interviewed today. So while Jerome is giving us the bad news, the masses are going to be looking at the bank man. Now, guys, you know I'm going to be bringing you another video later on today. But we have yield rates, of course, rising a little, but they're still way off the highs. But we see that inverted yield curve, guys, just keep widening. We're looking at the 2 and the 10. And then, of course, guys, we have volume, we have Tether, we have USDC, and then we have the Fed. Repo still over $2 trillion. We know they're going to be raising rates again. And, of course, Jerome is going to speak about that today. But like I stated, guys, with all the distractions, we got the bank man, we got President Trump, Kanye West, war, energy crisis, food crisis, water crisis. But what is the NWO doing? That's right, they are building. And we have France, Luxembourg test CBDC for a $100 million euro bond. And who's involved? That's right, Goldman Sachs, Santander. And we see Luxembourg always pops up. You're talking about Ripple. You're talking about Liberty Reserve. Just do your homework, guys. You know I bought you plenty of videos on that. But we're definitely going to have an entertaining day, and it's going to be an entertaining 2 years. And we know 2023 and 2024 are going to be some of the worst economic times we've ever seen in the globe. So while everybody's spending that money for the holidays, overspending, and then when they get the income taxes, overspending again, you're going to be in the lab, strategizing, getting out of debt, getting financially educated. Because we know the NWO is trying to move us over to the 4th Industrial Revolution without the masses even knowing. Now, guys, don't forget about Grayscale at about $14.75 billion. And we have Mark Yusko speaking about GBTC. And guys, don't forget, he's the same guy that said that we're in crypto spring. We're going to stay steady. We're not going lower. Guys, remember, they're only going to give you half the truth. And you know the crypto teacher told you a long time ago we're going to be headed down because the Fed was going to be shrinking liquidity. I give you the truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, the truth hurts, but it sets you free. But when I tell you the truth, you hate me. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have FTX's Ledger X to make $175 million available for bankruptcy pot. Also, we have the bank man ordered to be in Texas in February. And we see they're trying to take the bank man on the road instead of taking him to jail. Now, we have Brazil passes law to legislate crypto as a payment method. Also, we have Binance acquires Japanese secure exchange. And I told you Binance was going to be taking over the emerging markets. Now we have RNSID, the digital identity platform, integrates with ZK Sync for on-chain KYC. And guys, we know the agenda behind biometric. Now we have Bitcoin custody firm Casa to add Ethereum support in January. Also, we have Gemini and Nexo gets regulatory green light in Italy. And I don't care what country you go to, they all have a plan for this digital transformation. Now we have Animoca plots $2 billion metaverse investment fund. And speaking of the metaverse, lastly, we have Sony launches motion tracking metaverse wearables. And guys, remember how I told you they were going to get the millennials and Generation Z inside the metaverse. They're going to be having fun doing it as well as getting paid. And they're going to sell them on you can be whoever you want to be. And that's where the avatar comes in. So you're going to have people rather being the avatar than being themselves. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, BitChute, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys, don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the C-Red, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.